Thunder Gaming presents Thunder Smash 2. 8 of the best players in the world. Team Liquid, the Buzz. T1 Larry Lurr. World Best Gaming MVD. Most Valuable Gaming Dark Wizzy. CLG Void. Most Valuable Gaming Salem. Demise GG Nico. And Panda Global Eason. 8 players. $10,000 prize pool. Live from Los Angeles. Thunder Smash 2 Invitational starts now.
Being chosen by Thunder for this Invitational is really, I guess, heartwarming, because everybody as a competitor, you have those moments where you're like, maybe I'm not good enough. Or, you can do good, but are you doing good, in here? I think winning Thunder Smash 2 would be a highlight, since when it comes to, getting to the top, usually that's when I fall short. And the competitors here, the average level is so high, and it can keep going higher, especially during the tournament. So being able to pull out a win here right before EVO would be so awesome for me. Dark Void is essentially me playing to win, purely, with nothing else kind of in my thoughts.
Still being able to compete at the top level at the newest iteration of Smash means a lot. I feel like there's a lot of people who, at some point, they feel like they're not able to compete at that level or even beat people. Some people, they transition to the next game and they're super bottom tier, and somehow I've been able to, at least I'd say, at least be high level at all of them.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Thunder Smash 2. We are dead in the middle of some Group B stuff happening right now. Void against Larry coming up shortly, the two competitors that you saw talking right there. And of course, we saw what Void was talking about in terms of playing to win, that Dark Void energy that he really sort of channels and he tries to get into. Meanwhile, you've got Larry, who's so much more laid back. Yeah, the dude's just chilling.
Definitely laid back, but one thing I wanted to touch on due to the fact that I played LA Noire is that when I saw Larry talking and looking at the camera, his eyes kept just looking to the left, and I was like, I'm.
You're saying you doubt?
I'm just saying I feel like Larry's still trying to find himself in this game, dude. It's tough for him right now,
I would, if I had a notebook, I would definitely take that down, and I might ask him for further questioning in the future.
Let's go.
You have a good drawing of him too?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do the bad cop. All right, anyway, so here we go, guys. We have Void versus Larry Lurr, and Void did mention that he wants to go Pikachu in this matchup, so let's see how Void approaches this, because Void does have quite a technical Pikachu, but again, ESAM has been playing Pikachu since the prehistoric times.
Sure. And I feel like Larry was really getting a handle on the matchup as that set went on. The third match was a little bit, you could see that the wheels were sort of turning, so I want to see how he performs against Void's Pikachu. Right now, it looks like kind of more of the same, as he's taking so much damage just by the existence of being a heavy.
I'll say one thing that's different, though. ESAM, of course, when he gets one hit, that conversion, he never messes it up, right? Void, on the other hand, he's been going for a lot of tools to try to open up Larry, and Larry's been more grounded, blocking more.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a lot of options out of shield, too. You see him scoop him up again with the up smash, tries to call it the down smash, but a fantastic recovery from Void. You saw, what was that all about?
It could have been an up smash right there.
Yeah. I mean, you saw him just go for a shield grab instead of a very small punish when you see him wide open like that. So you got to be careful with your options. Here's another potentially big punish. I guess he didn't want to go for the up smash again.
Well, I don't think the up smash that first time would have KO'd. I think he went for the just the shield grab, just to rack up a little bit more percent. I don't dispute, though, there probably was something a little bit more optimal. Maybe even a forward smash, honestly. But you can see right now 130 on Void. This first stock is going to be pivotal. And finally, the dash attack to take out the roll, and he's going to take that first stock.
Another thing I think to touch on is the familiarity between both of these guys, right? They both live in Southern California. They probably meet each other at a lot of events. So yes, he may have lost to Esam's style of Pikachu, but Esam lives in Florida.
Yeah.
Void lives in the same region as Larry, so he gets a chance to be exposed to this style of Pikachu many times.
And they play each other all the time. They play against each other a lot in Smash Wii U and Smash Ultimate. And Larry was telling me that he has a winning record on Void and Ultimate right now against the Pichu, though. That's the difference. That's all pre-patch as well. So now we have Pikachu coming out. This is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. 103% right now on Void. Larry just trying to keep him off stage. He's going to quick attack to the ledge. Tries to get the normal get up with up smash, but it's not going to happen. And now fates have been reversed. Larry trying to make it back, and he does. And you were talking about Esam always being ready for those conversions. I feel like Esam, his edge guarding also just a little bit tighter.
Oh, definitely. You know, he would make sure to get those down airs. He would always like try to make it difficult for you to recover from an angle. And man, it's just the experience. You know, it's there. It shows with Esam.
Yeah, I cannot believe Void ducked that Thunder
You saw
Jolt.
that,
Did you guys saw that? He ducked the Thunder Jolt. That was amazing.
That was some Super Meat Boy stuff.
Yeah.
He was like right in the center. Good stuff. 81% on Larry, who is just, I think that this might be sort of at the detriment of Void, the fact that Larry played Esam first. I think if Larry might have played Void first, this would have looked a lot rougher either way, but Larry just kind of got beat up by Esam leading into this set.
And right there, did you notice how when the jolts connected, Void could have actually jumped out there and went for a down air, right?
And that's the difference between Void and Esam, because I think Esam, the second he connects that Thunder Jolt off stage, he goes out there, he goes for it. Void likes to play a little bit more passive. He wants to play a little more safe. He doesn't want to go and like risk the stock. Just keep playing the ledge trapping game. Eventually the damage will lead to a kill.
151 to 61. Void struggling here against Larry.
He just can't get the stock until he finally another dash attack.
That was a little telegraphed. Yeah. When he dropped below the ledge, it was a little easy to tell what he was going to go for. Void, of course, the seasoned player he is, awaits that back air. And here is the moment of truth. He's got to get that Pikachu string to rack up Larry to 50, 60% for free. Let's see what he can do off this down throw.
Oh, and missing up right there. He could have fastballed a bit sooner to make sure that he didn't pop him up with the last hit.
I don't know how many times Larry has gone for this up smash when he's like spaced a little bit far away from Void. He's expecting Void to jump out of shield and jump at him to try to catch him, but every single time he does it, gets a little bit of punish, not too much. He's still sitting at 30%, but now we have an edge guard opportunity. You see him trying to get the forward tilt. That would definitely send him flying. Falls out of the second hit, so just follows up with a dash attack. Another potential edge guard, gets another forward tilt, claws him. He jumps into the blast, so I don't think he was going to live either way. He tried the double jump to avoid like the vertical distance, but just wasn't able to get up there in time. He was just done for.
Just barely. It was like 1 or 2% might have saved him, but because that was not able to jump away from certain doom, he falls into the blast zone. And Void, again, sort of looking a little contemplative here. Like, I don't know if he wants to stick with the Pikachu. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'll say one thing. I wasn't a big fan of what Void did on the right side of the stage when he did the jump from the edge and then went for a jolt. Because when he did that, he basically committed, right? And Larry kind of whiffed an option. He could have easily landed on him with like a nair or anything, you know, to be able to get something started. But let's see what happens here. Void staying rather grounded. There's the aerial, just like Esam did, but did not quite get the conversion. And that seems to be the story that we're telling time and time again.
And now we're on a different stage here as well. Town and City not able to get the follow-ups because he can't quite reach that top platform without committing to a double jump. So you see, it was a little bit easier for Void to try to escape that combo, but he cannot escape death. That back air going all the way up there, reaching super deep to find this out. I mean, he just played against Esam's Pika. You know, like you said earlier, he's got the warm-up. He knows this rodent. He knows what he's doing now, and now this could be the turnaround that he needs to try to put himself on the board.
Yeah, I think that really is the story of this right now. Larry fighting Esam, sort of figuring this out as he went. Void coming in a little bit cold, too, because remember, he played Wolf in the first set, not Pikachu. So I'm a little suspicious on the Pikachu's chances here. He's just not looking comfortable against Larry.
Yeah, we barely see him try to go for the air-to-air forward airs that we saw from Esam. He continues to stay grounded, opting for down tilts, F tilts, you know, dash attacks even. Whereas Esam, he made it hard for Larry to move because he stayed in the air and all he did was just interrupt, forcing Larry to stay on the ground.
Yeah, and talking about air to airs, you saw Larry actually let, all right.
Oh,
little
okay.
cheeky there.
Okay, Larry.
Well, and listen, if you are that much, if you've got that many more chips, sometimes you could go all in. Because the other guy, you know, you can take a little bit of my chips, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, you put 16 and you grab that extra 20.
Yeah, that's true. It's all good.
It's all good. But you know what? Now, because he went for that, he's now losing in terms of percents anyways.
Well, he still has that other stock on.
Yeah.
On block, so
Oh, wait, I didn't see that. I didn't see the second icon. All right.
That's why he went for it.
I was giving Void the benefit of the doubt, man. I didn't know he had 3 stocks to play with. Good God.
Having another one. Well, what happened was, what I was talking about is that it looked like Void tried to challenge the back air from Larry, but he didn't quite space correctly, and because of that, he ate the back air, and he died really early, and I think just that minor sort of slight spacing issue is what we've seen a lot in this matchup. Good saving of the jump by Larry. He's going to try to get him with the forward tilt, the up smash. We're just seeing every KO move here.
And some characters, you just got to save onto your resources for as long as possible off stage in order to try to get it back. Like the example, Wolf, you've got to save that double jump. Because right here, you're going to definitely need it. Jumps over the Thunder Jolt this time around. Still can't find his way back down to the stage because Void's covering so many different options with the same move again and again. Dash attack seems to be his bread and butter today.
Right now, with one, this is a tough situation right here. Void just trying to see if he can land. Every single time we see him in a ledge trap situation, trying to come back on stage, he needs to get a big payoff from an opening. We haven't seen it from him yet. Will he be able to do it now? Just one down throw.
Dora forward tilt coming out from Larry's going to be able to kiss those dreams goodbye. Larry's going up to 2-0 lead against Void. Now we're seeing Void in a rare circumstance where he has no points on the ranking just yet. This is his last chance to try to like get something going here because you do not want to go into 4th seed.
Well, you got to think of it. You got to think of it. He fought Wizzy, went 0-3, fighting Larry. If he goes 0-3, those are the 2 comparatively weaker players in this pool. If you've got to go against Esam and you're already 0-6, I don't know if you're coming out of this pool with a win. So we'll have to see how he does here. He's going Pikachu once again. Have to see if Void can make something happen. Looking a little shaky here in this Group B so far.
It's tough being in Void's position too because he's a player who did make mention to me that he's nervous all the time when he goes into events.
Yeah.
But sometimes that helps power him up. Wow, okay, now it looks like Larry actually understands how to even deal with the air-to-airs, but Void actually was still able to interrupt the startup of a back air.
Yeah, one thing that I'm a little curious about is you were talking about how Void can be a little bit nervous in events, and I know some players really start with that, but they're able to sort of gather momentum as the tournament goes on. When you go through pools, when you go through early brackets, and you just kind of beat your opponents because you're a top player. At an event like this, where everybody is such a high level of competition, you don't have that warm-up. You have to go in swinging from jump.
And the thing is with Void, though, I don't think he considers those early pools matches like the warm-up. He gets nervous around even round 1 players because especially in a game this new, you don't know who's a killer. You don't know who's a secret boss in this game, and Void's very aware of that. So I think he's playing the same that he normally would in this bracket anyways. I mean, it's everyone's a challenge.
And right now, taking the first stock this time. Something we haven't seen for this set. And Void, I noticed he goes for a lot of rising nairs. For Esam, though, again, you know, I hate to keep comparing the two, but I think one of the things I'd love to see Void tighten up is just his nair usage, right? To make that convert into big damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to compare one against the other, obviously, because Void playing so many other characters, but you have to see the comparison when these guys have just played just a few minutes ago, and you try to make sense of this set as compared to the last one. But Void at 134, holding on to his stock as long as he can. Larry, we're just seeing just this cornucopia of KO moves, up tilt, up smash, forward tilt, trying to find a way to kill this rat. Hasn't happened yet. Void air dodging from ledge to ledge, but he's still surviving.
And he keeps racking on the damage while holding onto the stock, getting as much extra credit as possible. But as he goes for that back air, it's a punishable move. Larry's going to be able to find a way with the up smash out of shield and finally even up the stocks a bit.
There it is. Okay, that was probably the best fair that I've seen from Void. He just straight up ran up on him and overshot. That's what you're supposed to do in this matchup.
Speaking of overshot, he overshot that skull bash so hard.
Weird misinput, I would assume. Tried to go for the quick attack.
Yeah.
That's the double dash attack. So much damage coming out from Larry. And again, Wolf's damage is unreal. Quick attacks right into the down smash, but he's barely able to survive. That is a miracle. But he does not use the second quick attack. And Void is staring down the barrel of a 0-6.
Oh my goodness. So this is, something that I don't think either of us anticipated, dude.
Like, Void had so much control this game.
Spike.
Oh my my God, just do it. Just, you know what, Larry? You got it, man. You get him off stage. You hit him with the down air. You hit the spike. You get the 3-0, man. Good for you.
Yeah,
this is ugly.
Yeah,
that was disgusting.
Honestly, man, if ever you're facing off against Wolf and you're around that 50% range where you missed the tech, all Wolf mains get so happy when they see that. They jump into the air, claw you in the ground, they get that pop-up, and they're going to immediately go for the full jump down air because they know it's going to connect. And when it does, it looks so pretty. Great job right there. Photo finish by Larry Lurr, but unfortunate stuff for Void. Currently now 0-6.